at the VP Racing Fuels making PowerPoint. The Hurricane 75 is green at Brewerton.
Ryan Susie jumps out to the whole shot down the backstretch. Here comes Pearson trying the crossover move on the inside line. Side by side for the lead. Off of turn number 1. It's going to be Susie leading lap number 1.
Susie gets the advantage up on that outside lane. Scott Webb right there to the 2 spot. As Owen Pearson off the pace on the back straightaway, and he pulls it immediately to the infield. So the East Corinth, Vermont native done here at lap number 1.
Heartbreak Hotel for Pearson. We stay green. It continues to be Susie out in front. Here comes the battle for the 2 spot. McLaughlin, high side hustling. Webb to the inside as their side by side for the number 2 spot. Off the number 4 quarter. Move Mooresville, North Carolina's Max McLaughlin to the 2 spot. Has a battle shaping up all over the racetrack. We got a battle for the lead here. It's Susie led it at the line, or did he? McLaughlin now your new leader on lap number 5.
I watched this movie last night at Weed Sport. Max McLaughlin jumped down in front and drove away into the next county. That's how big of a lead he had, and he'll drive away from Susie down in front. What a move by Mad Max. He did this last night over at Weed Sport. He flies around the outside of Mike Troushold off of turn number 2. He'll clear him with no problem. Ryan Susie, Todd Root in the top 3. Now Jimmy Phelps slides up in front of Scott Webb, makes some contact with him. Webb thought he might have had a tire going down after that, but he holds on to the 5 spot as they work lap number 13.
Yeah, laps ticking off quickly. Oh, off the pace, the 20K of Kyle Inman right in front of your leader there. Had to catch my breath right there. That could have been real close.
Lap 16 will go up on the leaderboard. We'll be at 17 when we come back to the line. Max McLaughlin and Ryan Susie as they hit turn number 1.
Susie with a pretty good restart, but Mad Max with the slider. Oh, Susie's up on 2 wheels and slams back down. Now some carnage a little deeper in the field as a yellow flag is out.
Max McLaughlin will lead him back to the line, and we are back to green.
McLaughlin stays firm up on the top side of the racetrack. Root joins him there. The 18 of Webb through the center. As here comes the 83 of Tim Sears Jr. 3 wide for the number 3 spot as Marcacelli had to get on the binders and eject out of that battle. Webb holds on to 3rd for the moment, but here comes Timmer.
On the inside lane, Timmer fighting it out with Scott Webb down into turn number 3. They give each other a little bit of room. It's not much. Sears on the bottom, Webb on the high side. Scott Webb by half a car length into 1.
Yeah, Webb is trying to shut down that run by the 83 of Sears and sweeps up to the high side. Now Sears with another good run down the backstretch into turn number 3. Webb trying to pinch him down. Sears is not having it there side by side, and Dave Marcacelli has entered the chat in the number 4 spot.
Mad Max has been fast all week. He's trying to do it again off of turn number 4. Grabs the lead, and look out, Scott Webb got way loose coming off the turn. Able to gather it up. Keeps the 3 spot. Todd Root takes over 2nd.
Yeah, Webb getting really wide there with that Apex Caprera Harley Davidson number 18. Oh, makes a contact with the 83 of Sears, not once, but twice, 3 times down the front stretch, and Sears has had just about enough as he's trying to pull away from Webb for the number 3 spot. Here comes Marcacelli to the inside. Webb has been low, he's been high, and finally Sears able to get by for the number 3 spot.
Marcacelli tried the inside lane. Scott Webb not letting these drivers go by very easily as they dance off of turn number 2. It is still McLaughlin en route, 1 and 2. Tim Sears has cleared the traffic. He's down to 3rd. Marcacelli dealing with Scott Webb for 4th.
We're working lap number 35 of 75. It's still McLaughlin, your leader, Root 2nd, Sears in 3rd, and they've already cut into the deficit here a little bit with lap 36.
Caution lights are on. We've got Scott Webb into the wall over here off of turn number 1. Scott Webb with a problem in turn number 1. Yellow lights are on in a tough break. Let's watch the replay here on Dirt Vision, see if we can see what happened. Something happened right there as, Scott Webb hit the wall and a piece of the debris came up into the flag stand, caught the plexiglass and shattered it. Max McLaughlin will lead him back to green at the VP Racing Fuels making PowerPoint. Gets a good launch off the bottom. He'll grab the lead as they head to 1.
McLaughlin stays on the high side. Timmer goes to the bottom. That's the great run off of turn 2 I've been talking about all night. He pulls to the corner of the crazy 8H of McLaughlin. McLaughlin wide there in turn number 4, and he will lead lap number 40, but Timmer's on the move on the bottom.
How many laps did these two drivers go at it all season long? Tim Sears Jr. to the bottom, Max McLaughlin on that outside lane as behind them. Dave Marcichelli battling with Todd Root. Matt Williamson right there to challenge him as well as they click off lap 41.
Yeah, Williamson side by side with a 15 to Todd Root, and we got a pass for the lead. Tim Sears Jr. now to the point here on lap number 41. Can he hold it through turns 3 and 4? Finds the grip down on the bottom off of 4. We got a new leader down the backstretch as here comes Mad Max McLaughlin to the inside. Can Max get enough off of 4 that time? Can't get it done, but he's oh so close here on lap number 50.
50 laps are complete. Matt Caprera off the pace on the back straightaway. Yellow lights are on. Yellow lights are on here at lap number 50. Once again, lap number 50. We will stop counting caution flags past this lap. Tim Sears Jr. gets on the hammer, grabs the lead. We're back up to racing speed.
Unlike the McLaughlin 8H, Timmer holds the bottom line, didn't slide himself, but now here comes a crossover move by McLaughlin as they both go up the hill in turn number 4. At the line, it's going to be Sears holding on to the lead, but McLaughlin's right there in the mix into turn number 1.
And the 6th of Matt Williamson's going to be in the mix in this one too. Look at this battle for the lead though as they head into turn number 3. McLaughlin drives it to the bottom. Sears right there on the high side. Sears able to prevail down the front stretch at lap 52.
Yeah, Sears going back to the well on the bottom of the speedway, but now he's starting to slide up a little there in turn 2. McLaughlin trying to crossover move underneath him, just can't get enough on the bottom of turns 3 and 4 to make it work on the other end of the spectrum here.
See, Tim Sears Jr., the experience around this racetrack, he's moving all over the place, taking Max's line away, taking the momentum away. This could bite him, though, off of 2. Here comes Max for the lead.
Yeah, Max set that pass up by Sears' mishap there in turn number 4. Definitely killed the momentum Sears had that time, and now we got a new leader, lap number 60. McLaughlin back to the point. They're too busy fighting each other for the 2 spot, and now McLaughlin trying to run away and hide that crazy 8H machine up on the high side. Williamson with a good run off at turn 2. He'll take the 2 spot and use lap traffic as a pick. Sears shuffle back to the number 3 spot here on lap number 67.
Could we have a replay of last year's finish?
Yeah, McLaughlin having a heck of a time trying to get by the 11 of Taylor, and don't look now, here comes Williamson. Great run off at turn 2. Williamson wheel to wheel with the 8 of McLaughlin. Will Williamson try the slider line through turns 3 and 4? A short one, but a good one. Has now Williamson your leader on 69.
Matt Williamson takes over the race lead. McLaughlin jumped the cushion over there in turn number 4. Open the door. He slides by Tyler Meeks. Meeks gives way from the top side, and now Williamson will drift it up high, up off the turn. 5 to go for Matt Williamson.
Yeah.
2 laps left to go. Williamson, can he fend off Max McLaughlin? Tim Sears Jr. getting into the act. Williamson had to go to the high side at him off of 2, and here comes Max.
Yeah, definitely had to change his line there, and Max has closed the deficit up. It was a half a second. Now it's about 3/10 here on the last lap.
Final time through turns 1 and 2. Matt Williamson rolls the bottom side of the racetrack. He's down the back straightaway. It's been since 2006 since Alan Johnson won 3 in a row. Tonight, Matt Williamson gets the hat trick. 3 in a row at the Brewerton Speedway for Matt Williamson.
But the guy having the most fun right now, Money Matt, 3 times in a row here in the Hurricane 75.
Yeah, at the end we were really good through the middle. Just tight at the beginning. Got ran over by pots and pans there. I don't know what his problem was. Yeah, it's tough. I mean, he passed me on the top side. Top side was the place to be, and he's chugging the bottom, chopping my nose. So good race with Max and them at the front. That was pretty cool to watch Tim and Timmer go at it. Those 2 are really good race car drivers, and I had a front row seat for it. I didn't think I was going to get them, and fortunately the car kept getting better. Timmer actually passed Max on the bottom. That's where I kind of thought there was a fighting chance at the bottom. So just once I got to the lead, I kind of was playing protection and just rolling through the middle, hoping I didn't get slide job. It's pretty cool. Paul Went, Pete Coco, the whole CW Racing team. They do a lot for for me in this car, and I made a deal that they could do the satellite shows this year. We haven't lost one in a while, and I could do Oswego. So after last night's performance, I'm glad that we got a win for them tonight. Yeah, we got we had a good car at the end. I think certainly at the beginning we were struggling, but Brewerton race is so good. The facility's awesome here. I wish we could race here every week.